Hi everyone, my name is Oscar. I'm a scientist, and this is the second video I'm making today about the visa bulletin. And why is that? Well, because there's a problem with wanting to be the first one or one of the first ones in doing updates like the visa bulletin, which are so critical for a lot of people. However, the disadvantage of being that quick is that sometimes some information is released a little bit later that changes the analysis that I do. In this case, we are going to see how that is true for October 2023 Visa Bulletin. We're going to be cautious about this. There are good news, okay? Good news that I came to know later than I released the video earlier. It's important to talk about them, and I think some of the people that are watching the video, that if I go to the comments here, for example, look at this person saying, Oscar, could you please clarify? I think that for the change of status through EB2, table B can be used for October 2023. So that is the main news here. And that is that, as I was explaining in the previous video, sometimes USCIS and the Department of State allows you to use table B even for adjustment of status. And that is good news because table B is usually better for applicants. It has less wait time. So I'm going to show you how you can check that. And of course I did check that, but the information was not there when I was making the video. So if we go back to the visa bulletin, I'm now in October, employment base, preference, the little explanation about the caps on the quotas. And then we have table A, which is called final action dates. That's usually for adjustment of status. And then we move down, we get to B, dates for filing. That is usually for consular processing. And then there's this link here that says visit this link for information on whether USCIS has determined that this chart can be used for adjustment of status. So if you click here, it will tell you that you are going out of this page. You go down, and unfortunately, when I recorded the video, this information was still not updated. So only the information for September was there. And if you see in September for employment-based preference filing, they're saying use final action dates, that's table A. However, if you see here for October, they are saying you can use dates for filing chart in the visa bulletin, and that's table B. So let's take a look at what's the difference between table A and table B for EB1 and EB2. For EB1, there's no difference because table A already has a C for October. That's current, that's the best situation you can get, so it's not going to get better than that. But for EB2, which includes EB2 and AW, you can see that if they allow you to use table B, which is the case, you don't have to use July 2022. You can come here and you get January 2023. So there's half a year of difference. So what they are doing is in October, they are going to allow a lot of people to submit adjustment of status. All those 6 months of backlog of people will be able to file adjustment of status. My recommendation for those of you who are in that situation that had a priority date between January 2023 and 6 months later is that you take this opportunity. You can file if, let's get back to this table. If your priority date, which is listed in your I-140, is January 1st, 2023 or earlier, so if you have applied basically in 2023, before 2023, in 2022 or earlier, use this opportunity to file the adjustment of status if you can, especially if you have been approved, your I-140. If you haven't been approved, you can think about it because there's pros and cons about doing this. But if you have an I-140 approved and you have a priority date earlier than January 1st, 2023, if it was me, I would immediately take my papers, adjustment of status, put together my package. If you haven't done so, usually I recommend that you do it in advance so it's ready to go, and send it, yours and your family if you are filing with your family. Why? Because you don't know what's going to happen in the coming months. And the way we are seeing things and the way we're seeing dates not move much, this situation is kind of a window of opportunity that you should seize. Okay, seize this moment, submit your adjustment of status, and get the process completed as soon as possible before the days change, before you are not in a situation where you can have this really, really good benefit. Okay, so do it, file your adjustment of status, and make sure you take advantage of this. In following months, we will continue monitoring this visa bulletin. We are going to, maybe I'm going to wait a few minutes so they release the information in this link so I can be certain that we can use table A or table B, so I don't have to record 2 videos every month. And I'm not doing an analysis that 1 hour later is kind of outdated, okay? So apologies for that. This is the remedy to the situation that I created for being too fast. And as usual, if you are very serious about this process, and if you are here watching this, you are probably quite serious, I invite you to visit my websites, eb1greencard.info, eb2niw.info. I have courses that are specially put together for people like you that want to apply without a company sponsoring, without a job offer, without using lawyers and saving thousands of dollars. So if that's you, I invite you to visit those websites to check them out, check my courses out, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it will be not today, it will be some other day, and I will always wish you good luck in this process, and we'll see you here again.